Hi, Michelle here with Straw-Bearie Designs, and I'm doing a series where I'm making 10 different cards. These are the cards that I'll be creating. What happened is one day I was kind of bored and in a rut, and I've bought a lot of stuff, but I haven't used it. So here I've put all this stuff up on my boards. I bought rhinestones, actually from Dollar Tree. I got this cool stamp set from Michael's for 70% off, googly eyes from Dollar Tree, some confetti from Dollar Tree, another stamp set for 70% off at Michael's, some really cool stickers from Dollar Tree. This stamp set is so cool. My sons gave it to me for my birthday and just really wanted to use that. Some more Dollar Tree stickers and some paper from Michael's at 70% off, and some more Dollar Tree stickers. So I'm forcing myself to use just the things that I have on my desk. Oh, yes, I also got these sprays for 70% off and some stencils as well. So I'm forcing myself to use only the things that I have out on my desk. I can't use any other stamp sets or anything. These two little boxes on my desk are where I put finished backgrounds when I've been playing and just kind of messing around. Or sometimes I'll stamp something and I don't like the way it turns out, but I don't think it's ruined. Maybe I could use it later. I stick it in there. And sometimes I also stick just colored pieces of paper and pattern paper that I'm not I guess I should actually file it back in that color of paper where it goes, but I'm lazy, so I set it out there so that I'll use it again later. And obviously, the one box became two, and I had way too much stuff here. So I'm really going to try to use the stuff that's on my desk or hanging up behind my desk as I make these cards. And today you're going to see card one, and then hopefully in a couple of days you'll see card two, and we'll move on like that. All right, let's get started with card number one. I took some paper and I went ahead and pre-cut several pieces of craft paper and several pieces of white paper so I would not have an excuse that I already had my bases for my cards cut. Got a couple top-facing cards and a couple side-facing cards. Now I'm going through my scrap thing and looking for things that kind of catch my eye. So I really like those owls, maybe the birds. And then I found these background papers that I had made previously, and the colors went together and they went together with the owls. So that is where I'm going with this one. First of all, I'm going to use a stitched rectangle die to die cut that background. And now I'm figuring out which color of owls that I like so that I can cut those owls out and place them on my card. It didn't take too long to fussy cut those owls. I want to use my other background, but I think I just want a small piece, so I'm cutting just a little stripe of that and putting it behind the owls. I'm going to adhere that down onto a card base, and I'm using my ATG gun for my tape runner and putting that all on my card. But for my owls, I want to give them a little dimension. So I'm using some pop-up dots. It bugs me that there's so much wasted space in the pop-up dots when you punch out the dots. So these scissors are great. They're from Fiskars and they are stick-proof. And so I can cut with them and they don't get stuck to the scissors. So I'm using some of the outsides of the pop-up dots, the other parts of the circles, to cover my owls and to stick them onto my card. Now I'm going to take my Wink of Stella pen and I'm going to make the owls a little bit shiny, a little bit fun. So on this owl, I did all of his feathers. On this owl, I'm just doing his tummy. So a little bit different on both of those. Now they still need something. So I'm going in and I'm coloring their beaks with an orange marker. But still, wait, I have googly eyes. So let's add googly eyes to all of my owls. Now I want a sentiment, so I have decided to pick this one called Congratulations, and I'm using my stamp positioner so I can make sure I get a nice, good, clear um, impression. And I'm going to use some pigment ink in a bright hot pink color. And I think this is just a Studio G, one of those really cheap ones you get at Michael's. And I'm going to emboss that with clear embossing powder. And I'm using a coffee filter to collect my embossing powder and be able to put it back into my little bucket there. Hit it with my heat tool, and the vibrancy of that hot pink's really showing up now. And I will cut this down a little bit. It was just a scrap piece of paper, but first I need to clean my stamp. I just used a microfiber cloth from Dollar Tree for that. I cut some notches into the ends of my words, and I decided to go through and ink the edges and just clean that up with a baby wipe. I'm going to use some foam tape on the back of my word and figure out the best place to put it on the card. Once I'm happy, set it down, and not done yet. Let's use some of those Dollar Tree rhinestones to just kind of jazz it up a little bit. And there you have it. Very, very cute. That is card one. I'll leave you a link to the playlist and come back in a couple days for card number two. Thanks for watching. Have a great day crafting away.